What is up, guys? Welcome back to Financial Force Group. I hope we are all doing well, and welcome back to a new trading week. Today, I'm going to be looking at US30, Nasdaq, and gold. Before the week begins, let's have a weekly mapping and what we are expecting for the week. So let's quickly dive right into it. And always remember, guys, to like the video, share the video, comment, let me know what are your trading goals here, and always feel free to share with friends and family. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out each time I post new content. Right, let's quickly dive right into today's focus. All right, so this is a US30 chart. It's on the H4. Let's switch it up to the daily. Let's have a look at how US30 has been playing out on the bigger time frames. So US30 has been rallying for the past 6 months. US30 has been in an up phase. If you are to have a look at from a determined perspective, yes, we can see that we had a peak reset here at the 800 EMA, signaling our reversal point. This was the lowest point on the chart for this year. We had a peak formation reset, and we had a push into level 1. We had another push into level 2. This was a month of rise. Right there, this was a month of rise. This was also a month of rise. And finally, we are now on the last push. Yes, I'm expecting this pair to keep on rising until possibly the end of the year. This is the last push, and this is where we are. So let's switch it up to the H4. From the H4 time frame, what we can see here is that we had a reset. We had a peak formation reset on the 800 EMA right there. All right, this was our reversal point right there. We had a peak formation low reset, and we had a week of rise giving us level 1. We had another week of rise giving us level 2, and currently this is where we are. We are on level 2, and I'm simply expecting for the market to keep on pushing to the upside to give us a level 3 before we then look for reversals. And I'm sure on the daily time frame we would have completed the last push right there. I'm still expecting a push to the upside. So this is how US30 is looking, and we want to try to see if we can capitalize on the pair so that we don't miss out on this move. All right, so this is where we are, and this is what I'm expecting for the week. I'm expecting the pair to rise. Okay, let's switch it up to the H1. Let's see how the H1 is looking. As you can see from the H1 time frame, if I am to count my levels, we can see that we had a peak formation low right here. From the H1 perspective, we had a peak formation low here right there. We had a 1350 crossover, and we had our level 1. We had a level 1 consolidation. Price then pushed from there into our level 2 right there. That was our level 2 right there, and the market gave us last push into level 3, and then we had a reversal We had a peak reset on the 800 EMA right here. All right, and then the market pushed. Then the market pushed, giving us level 1. And then we had a peak formation high here. So currently we are now on a reset, on a peak reset right here. And this was our first push. Okay. So this is our level 1. So I'm simply expecting for another for the week to begin with a force move to the downside, and then we expect price to push to the upside. This is what I'm expecting to happen on US30. So we are simply on level 1, and we are still expecting price to keep on rising to the upside. So this is what we are expecting on US30. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. Let's clear all that out. All right, Nasdaq, this is the H4 chart. Let's have a look at the daily time frame. It looks more similar. It looks very similar, but it's just that US30 is lagging. I mean, Nasdaq is lagging. We had a peak formation reset right there, peak formation low reset, and we had a 1350 crossover there. We had our level 1, which was a month of rise into level 1, and we had 2 months of consolidation, and we had another month of rise right there. And currently we are on level 2 on the daily time frame, and we are still expecting price to keep on rallying to the upside from the daily perspective. This is what we have on Nasdaq. So Nasdaq and US30 go hand in hand, and you can see that US30 is a little bit ahead, while Nasdaq is lagging a little bit behind. So we can also take advantage of that. All right, so let's switch it up to the H4 time frame. Let's have a look at the H4 time frame. From the H4, what we can see is that this was our peak formation high right here. So our peak formation high. Okay. This was the first leg, and the second leg, which was the second leg. You can see right there. And currently we are on a reset. The market gave us first leg. This was the second leg right here on the 200 EMA, which is our EMA that we mostly expect for reversals when it comes to peak reversals. This was our peak formation low reset right there. So we are still expecting price to keep on pushing to the upside, and as you can see that we already have got a 1350 crossover there, signaling our peak has locked. So the market has already moved at the H41 level there, and I'm simply expecting for a price to give us a retracement right there, something like this. This is what I'm expecting price to tap the 50 EMA or even the 200 EMA, which is the white one, and then price then continues to go to the upside. So this is what we are expecting on Nasdaq. So let's see how the week unfolds, and let's see how best we can capitalize on the pair. And lastly, I'm going to have a look at gold. Let's have a look at gold. Let's switch it up to the daily time frame, and let's see how gold is moving. All right, so this is the daily time frame. In fact, let's have a look at the weekly. Weekly, what I can see is that we have everything's there. Gold has now created a new high. We have got a new all-time high on gold. Right there, we're having a divergence. So I'm simply expecting for price to reverse after they have cleared all the liquidity on the upside. For now, they're still accumulating new orders, while at least they are helping buyers clearing liquidity on that upside there. So what we can see on gold is that we cleared this high right there. It was taken out, right? Meaning to say that they are breaking the high now. They're taking liquidity, and they're also accumulating more orders for them to then dump the market. So from the daily perspective, this is how it is. And let's have a look at the H4 time frame. From the H4 time frame, I love the H4 time frame. From the H4 time frame, what I noticed is that we had a peak formation low right here. Okay, we had a peak formation low right there, which was in form of a head and shoulder. This was the shoulder, this was the head, this was the right shoulder, and price then moved. We had a 35th crossover. Price moved into level 1. This was a week of rise into consolidation, and we had another week of rise into consolidation, and lastly we had another week of rise right there. And this is where we are. We are now on the H4 level 3. And what do we notice on the H4 level 3? We have got market divergence right there. Okay, we have the market divergence. If you are to have a look at the TDI is already giving us lower lows. While at least on the chart we have got a high. So I'm simply expecting for price to reverse from there and go to the downside. All right, what I'm expecting. And if I'm to switch it up to the daily gold, I'll be expecting this to be my take profit 1. Expecting price to move to price 1 right here. And lastly, I will be expecting them to finally reverse from this area right there. Right there. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting gold to drop up until area right there. So this will be our potential take profit 1 before price then reverses to the upside. All right, this might be our potential take profit area for a swing. All right, so let's have a look at let's switch it up. Right there, this is what we are expecting on gold. Now let's go to the H1 time frame. Wow, the H1 time frame is looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful. Just clear all this out. Oops. Let's try to clear all this out. All right, so this is the H1 time frame, and as you can see that we have got divergence on the H1 time frame as well, right here. So we really expecting for a reversal. Let's have a look at the M15. Let's see where we can capitalize. I love to use the lower time frames for entries. On Friday, this is how they played out. They gave us the M pattern, which was not really clear. So for this week, what I'm simply expecting for is consolidation. We'll probably open the markets in consolidation, and they will probably give us a force move, a week beginning force move, and retest last week's high right there, and then we are going to take it from there. So this is where I'm going to be expecting price to reverse from, which is the last week's high right here. last week's high right there. There's a possible that they might retest that high before they drop, or they might decide to simply consolidate, open the market in consolidation, and just drop the market. So let's see how the week is going to play out, and let's see how the market is going to open. So this is another possibility. What we're simply expecting, either a retest last week's high, or might just give us something like a straight away, then they will drop. What we're expecting will drop. All right, so keep an eye out on this pair, and let's take advantage of the move. We are now in the third quarter of the year. Let's keep on pushing. All right, guys, so feel free to contact me for the list of my services. I will put my contact details in the description below. And as always, remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and yeah, let me know how trading has been going for you. And thank you so much, guys. Until the next one, cheers.